Hello, good morning, sir.
Good
Today
morning.
we are with MRSC principal, sir. He is going to put some insight on how he has been doing in educational sector and what is his thoughts in interview process for all the students. Hi, sir.
Hello.
Sir, please introduce yourself and tell us how long have you been in educational sector.
Okay. My life, literally started as a child when I was educated by my parents, and I have been into education sector since then. So till date now, I have been continuously learning, and now I have started teaching also since last 28 years in the education sector now. So I did my MSc and PhD in biotechnology, and I was a gold medalist at my graduation level. And the process is still continuing because I have recently, last few years, I completed my MBA in MBA Executive. So that was because I have come into administration. So 2006 I joined here as principal, and so this is all about my educational journey. Still, I have PhD students working with me who are doing their own research, and now we are proceeding towards sequencing some genomes and patenting some things. And we already have good number of publications into research. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So next question for you, sir. You have held key position at your education institutes throughout your professional career. What keeps you connected with education sector and how has your experience been so far with the institute?
Well, a very good question. Actually, when you come to education sector, many people say that, see, this is life very one type of life, and no enthusiasm, no exploration of new things. But I feel otherwise. I have always been very excited because I always wanted to be a teacher. It was my dream that I could get in my graduation second year. And then I decided. So now when I am into education on a day-to-day basis, I am meeting so many different type of people. So I learn a lot from them, and I get to impart something. So it's a meaningful life. Actually, a life of education is full of meaning. When you invest into the life of students, bring their potential out, give them the courage, the capabilities, and you see them developing. When my students reach at national or international level, and I have a chat with them, and when they contact me on phone, it's such a pleasant thing. It's a blessing in my life that I have been into an education sector. And in particularly when we talk of this institute, Maharaja Ranjit Singh College of Professional Sciences, this institute is also 28 years old. So almost the same time I joined the institute when it was just being started. So the journey of this institute and me together, I've seen it grow from a 4-room area to now a big, humongous building and around 40 students to now we are over 2,000 students here in the campus in different courses. So it's a great learning, it's a great time that we are having here.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, tell me, being the principal of MRSC Indore, what is your philosophy of leadership, and how do you describe your leadership style?
Well, in fact, leadership, when we say leader, teacher has to be a mentor. So I slightly vary from the word leader because nowadays a leader sometimes is connected more towards the political side, and those kind of leaders are not very much loved by people. But here you find that a teacher is always loved by people. He always has that gratitude. When we move on the road and suddenly we encounter an old student and he touches the feet and he's filled with gratitude, we feel that our life is blessed. So the leadership truly is not the kind of leader where we have followers, but here we have leaders, we create leaders. So we have leaders amongst us. We identify their leadership abilities, bring them in front of us, and allow them to lead the society. So many good students of arts are into different areas of life, and there they are leading their life beautifully and leading other people. So teachers leadership is of the type where the students would like to emulate, would like to copy, would like to learn and bring the good qualities into his or her own life. So I believe that our leadership is clearly given by Ranjit Singh motto, empowering education. So we empower the student and educate them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, tell me, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing as well as administration of your school being the MRC?
Well, what I understand from your question is, see, we have different sectors. We have different sectors in the society. So to cope up with that, we have different types of courses. We have science graduates, so graduation in science, post-graduation in science, so BSc and MSc courses. Then we have BCom and MCom into the commercial sector. Then we also have BBA and MBA and BCA and MCA, and we also have BA courses, arts. So those who want to go into government services, something like that, so they can always come and do BA, and then they can proceed into that field. Those who want to go into the commercial sector, maybe industries, they should go for BCom and plan their life accordingly. So all in all, we have a bouquet of the courses which enrich one or the other specific ability that the child has, and therefore we understand that with that course the child develops himself and nurtures him in the chosen field, and that is how we do here. We also have PhD programs. Many teachers have their PhD students. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Sir, more on the curriculum of MRSC. So, sir, tell me, how does the curriculum of Maharaja Ranjit Singh College ensure the best practice of industry?
Okay, so this is again a very good question, I must say, because with the new education policy that has come up, the government has really looked into where the lacuna was in the old education system, where the students were made to study only a particular type of course, and they did not have the opening to other courses or other types of sectors. So, as I said, a science student rarely used to visit a arts paper. He never had it in his course. So, the environmental sciences paper was maybe limited to only a science student and not being taught to the commerce student. But now, with the new education policy, there is a mixture of all these things. So, a person has to develop in totality. Maharaja Ranjit Singh College has always believed that education is never complete without the broadening of your vision, and that will be attained by the student only when he learns many different things. So if he is learning more than one things, he is understanding that what are the problems in each sector, then he can better understand how to put his knowledge or his plus point to help that sector or to help that people, his own nation. So this is a good initiative by the government, and Ranjit Singh College is following it.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, now talking more about the student. So, sir, tell me any insights onto how MRSC could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic background.
Well, see, an education, when we talk about an educational institute, I really wish that every student should visit the particular campus. Because see, when you visit the campus, you get to know about the infrastructure. Every institute has its own infrastructure, its own ambience. And when it comes to an academic institute, it should be that kind of ambience should be there. That kind of infra should be there. You must have seen here that in Maharaja Ranjit Singh College, we have huge building and proper spacious rooms and all equipments that are required in the laboratories. So infrastructure is good, library is excellent, laboratories are very good. So these three things are the basic needs. Then comes the faculty. The faculty should be interacted with by the student and his family. So because when your ward gets into an academic institution, he or she is investing 3 to 5 golden years of his life. So, with whom is he going to intermingle? With whom is going to learn? The parents should also get involved into this, and they should come and see that what kind of ambience is here, what kind of people are here. So, when you meet the PhD faculties, almost we have around 60 odd faculties, and out of them 50% are PhDs, and already 12 teachers are again doing their PhD continuously now. So the batch of PhDs is going to increase. So college could get selected faculty, experienced faculty, PhD faculty. Definitely, this type of base is going to add a lot to a student's future.
Thank you, sir. And sir, tell me one more thing. Does MRSC provide any scholarship program for?
Yes, we do have scholarship programs. We have scholarship programs for the underprivileged. There are many scholarships which are given by the government. So by SC, for SC, ST, OBC, for religious minorities, and these kind of scholarships are being given by the government. So MRSC also includes these scholarships, but apart from that, we also give certain scholarships on the academic grounds. So direct free ships are given, or if they are into the sports, then up to 100% scholarships are also given to the performer. So recently our students, those who perform at the national level in Khelo India and these kind of competitions, they are given up to 80% scholarship. So they have to pay a meager amount of fees, and they can focus their academic career and into sports also, and as well as into academics.
Thank you so much, sir. That's quite helpful for the underprivileged kids. Sir, tell me, what do you think should be the university top priorities over the next 10 years?
Well, definitely the world is changing very fast. We all see that the awareness towards the environment, towards the biological sector with the virus coming up into recent past years. So we are into a phase of changing. The world over, humanity is understanding that the principles of life have to be lived in the right manner. You cannot play a game with them. You cannot take things for granted. How you eat, how you live, how you breathe, everything, how you, what is your daily routine, that matters a lot. So the focus is now onto this. On the other hand, we are getting abreast of newer technologies. So we are talking over, one-on-one way of teaching is there, but the other ways of teaching are now also coming up. So during the Corona times, we all our teachers were teaching online mode. So online mode, there also interactive lectures are there. Then certain video lectures or other things which are already pre-recorded can also be shown to the student. Also, in the coming years, the technology will advance even more. In education sector, there are a lot of developments being done, and so are into the health sector and into the daily life of each one of us. So we need to see that this the education of new technology, or 10 years from now, that focus, that vision has to be there, and all inclusive technologies should be taken up.
Thank you, sir. And sir, tell me, what do you see as the greatest strength of Maharaja Ranjit Singh College?
Well, our greatest strength, no doubt, our management says this, that the teachers are the soul, the Atma of this college, and the management is giving us the infrastructure or the body of the college. But I, as a principal, feel that my students are my strength. So the students of Maharaja Ranjit Singh College, the alumnus who have already passed out from this college, are into various walks of life. Some of them have well-developed industries. Some of them are into the performance sector, art sector. they are in Mumbai or other places and doing very well in Bollywood. There are others who are into the administrative sector. So the additional SP of Ujjain, he's pass out of Maharaja Ranjit Singh College. He was here in the college annual function also. So we have students in all walks of life, and they all have that love and feeling for the college, and that is our strength. So the love of the students, the encouragement that they got from here, they never tend to forget. They always want to come back. And whenever a student comes, only yesterday I got a call, a message that I'm in Indore and I just want to be in the college. So that kind of feeling or that kind of nurturing that they have got here, and they still have that feeling for the college and the college teachers, that matters a lot to me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, talking about the challenges, what are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Maharaja Ranjit Singh College specifically?
Oh, the biggest challenge I think here is in the education sector, as well as the challenges that we are facing, that this new education policy that has been implemented is yet to be adapted properly by the students. The teachers have adapted it to a large extent, but the students seem to fail to understand because it is just the initial years. So the coming 1 or 2 years, it will take some time, and then the student will be oriented towards how to choose their career, how to plan it out, and incorporate themselves properly in the new education policy. The second challenge that we understand is particularly the language. Many of the students who are from Hindi belt, they think that English is a foreign language. I want to tell them, डरने की बिल्कुल ज़रूरत नहीं है. भाषा भाषा होती है, और वो चाहे हिंदी हो चाहे अंग्रेजी हो, किसी भी भाषा में अगर हम अपनी बात को दूसरों तक पहुंचा सकते हैं तो वो भाषा हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छी है. तो इस सोच में ना पड़े कि हिंदी है या अंग्रेजी है, इज इट इंग्लिश और हिंदी. डोंट वरी अबाउट दिस. नो लैंग्वेज इज बैड. कोई भाषा बुरी नहीं है. जिस भाषा में हमारी बात दूसरों तक अच्छे से पहुंच सकती है वो भाषा बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत खूबसूरत है. और एक भाषा जैसे हमने बचपन में सीखी वैसे ही हम कोई भी दूसरी भाषा जीवन में कभी भी सीख सकते हैं.
Thank you so much, sir. Last question, sir. Any suggestion you would like to give to current youth and the aspiring students?
Never lose hope. Always be hopeful. Always be energetic. कभी हिम्मत मत हारो. हमेशा खुश रहो, हमेशा मस्त रहो. Because if you do not enjoy every bit of what you are doing, see, there is a statement, there is a message that I read somewhere. If you do not, bring yourself together to fulfill your dreams, there will always be somebody who will use you to fulfill his or her dreams. So just channelize your energies, bring it together. अपने आप के साथ बैठो और खूब मस्ती से आगे बढ़ो, खूब खुश रहो. That is the message that I want to give.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot for the interview.